It's Kyle here, and today I'll be talking about the first two episodes of Season 2 of The Bad Batch. I will be getting into spoilers in this review, so if you haven't seen the first two episodes, please watch them before you watch this video because I don't want to spoil anything for you. So that warning out of the way, I'll delve right into it. Overall, I thought these first two episodes were good. They weren't my favorite episodes of the series so far, but I didn't dislike the episodes either. It was a good, solid start to the season, but it didn't blow me away. I kind of was slightly disappointed that there wasn't like some sort of big event or reveal that kind of then is going to set up the action, the storyline for the rest of the season. Because obviously, season one, which was a much more obvious way to start, much more easier, I guess, the way to start is, you had Order 66, which basically set the entire events of the first season into motion. So you knew from right then, all right, this is where we're starting from, and this is what probably the series is going to deal with for the rest of this first season. So I was kind of expecting something like that. I knew there was going to be a jump forward in time, and they didn't really specify in the episode, but I'm guessing just based on Omega's looks, it's maybe been somewhere, half a year, maybe a year at the most. I've heard some people say a half a year, so I don't know if that's official. But it's been long enough that they've had some time to do some other stuff and, I guess, come to a better understanding of the state of affairs of the Star Wars universe after the events at Camino. But it's still somewhat recent. It's not like several years later. So I was kind of expecting like some sort of event to kind of be like, all right, that happened. So, this is going to be the event that the second season revolves around. There really was an event. There was a few cool moments and stuff like that, and I think some themes will probably play out throughout the season, but there wasn't that one big moment I was kind of expecting. And honestly, that might be more on me than any failures with the first two episodes, so which were Ruins of War and Spoils of War and Ruins of War. Overall, I thought this was kind of going back to some of the episodes in season one, where it's kind of like a mission of the week stop one, and I like the concept behind it, where the Batch gets sent on a mission to try to steal some of the spoils of war from Count Dooku's stash, now that the Empire is starting to loot it. So I thought that was really cool setup. I enjoyed the episode being on Serena. I thought that was really, really cool. That was it. Something I really had thought about episode being set on there, but I really thought that was a cool concept. I loved being in Count Dooku's palace again. That was really, really neat. A lot of the action scenes throughout the first two episodes were really, really cool. I especially enjoyed the getting off the treasure barge, I guess is a good thing to call it, when Omega and Echo and Test get trapped on the ship and they have to figure out how to get off, and Omega's the one that really figures it out because the Batch has been making her study and she now knows a lot about Imperial ships, and she's the one that figures out how to get off it. So I thought that was kind of a cool little action sequence that I enjoyed a lot. The fight through the ruins of the city on Serena was really neat, especially when Wrecker took advantage of the abandoned clone tank and turned it into his own personal weapon. That was a really cool moment. So like I said, there was nothing really I hated about these first two episodes. It just, I was kind of expecting something a little bit bigger to start the season with. The closest thing we did have to one of those big moments, which I think was a really cool moment, was the end of the second episode, where you have the reveal that the stormtroopers there report that they saw the Bad Batch, and obviously our fevered Imperial from season one is like, that can't be possible. I killed them on Camino, and it's like, well, sorry, I'm not. All three reports. If you say they're still alive, I'll get in trouble with Tarkin, and the clone trooper, nope, not going to do it, and that results in that trooper's execution. I know a lot of people had speculated in this season we were going to maybe see a lot of maybe the other clone troopers starting to question the Empire. And I do think that's going to play a big part in this season, so I thought it was a cool moment. I think we're also going to see a lot of stuff with, Omega now is clearly more of like a regular member of the team now. She's kind of been fully trained up. So I think it's going to be neat to see her kind of graduate to that more being a full-fledged member of the team versus somebody that the team was babysitting in season 1. Probably the part of the episode I enjoyed the most was the fact that they got to focus a lot on Echo. One of my complaints about season 1, I felt like Echo and even Tech didn't really get a ton of attention in the first season. I felt like you got more development with the other members of the Bad Batch. So I was glad that, you know, a big part of this episode was focusing on Tech, Echo, and Omega together, and especially Echo was getting a lot of the storyline about his desire to fight the Empire, but at the same time not wanting to risk Omega and realizing what that entails. I think a lot of this season is going to involve that balancing act of trying to resist the Empire, but at the same time staying safe and keeping Omega safe. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out. So overall, I'm still very excited about the rest of season 2 of The Bad Batch. I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. I'm really, after getting these first 2 episodes on screen, I'm really interested to see what other planets we go to. I've been really enjoying this series has been taking us to planets we haven't been into in a long time, since the really the Clone Wars and stuff like that. So I'm enjoying that, and maybe we'll go some new planets we've never been before. Obviously, the first episode started with some tropical planet that I don't think they said where it was, so that was really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing some cool planets, some new characters, maybe some returning favorites, that type of stuff. So in the comment section below, let me know what you're looking for forward to in season 2 of The Bad Batch. Sorry, I can't talk today. It's been a long day at work. I'll also do a quick plug. I recently did kind of a collab with another YouTube channel, and we did a episode kind of previewing season, or kind of talking about what we thought about season 1 of The Bad Batch, and then kind of giving our thoughts what we thought might happen with season 2. So if you'd like to check that out, that's Nick and Mello's Hyperspace. I'll put a link somewhere up here so you can check that out. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the support. I'll be doing reviews for all the Bad Batch episodes the day they come out, so be sure to keep out for all those reviews this year. I'm excited about it. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. See you the next time, and may the Force be with you.